Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting NCCAA South Region baseball as the TBC Eagles finish up the regular season with a three-game home series against South Region rival Bob Jones University. The Bruins won last night's ball game 7-3 after Trinity Baptist went up to Greenville and took all three games there just 2 weekends ago. So now the Eagles looking to get back in the win column, and they're taking on Bob Jones here for two this afternoon. Two 7-inning ball games with about a half hour in between. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman here at TBC Eagles Athletics. Thanks for joining us on the TBC Eagles Athletics Network on YouTube. Ryan Heller will be the starting pitcher in game number 1 for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. And in case you missed it, here's the starting lineup for the Bruins. Left fielder Isaiah Brandt will lead things off. Batting second will be the shortstop Conley Burke, who got the save in last night's ball game. Center fielder Riley Ramsey will bat third. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder Zach Burke. The pitcher and DH will bat fifth. That's Daniel Barcena. Batting sixth will be third baseman Rommel Acosta, who homered against the Eagles a couple of weeks ago. Adrian Lasval had an inside-the-park home run in the big 4-run 7th inning in the Brewers' win last night. He will bat seventh. He's playing second base. The shortstop, Cheo Arias, will bat eighth, and batting ninth is the catcher, Bryson French. Daniel Barcena will do the pitching, and we'll tell you a little more about him when the Bruins take the field as Trinity Baptist comes to bat in the bottom of the first. Ryan Heller has a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, a 5.02 earned run average. This is his 12th overall appearance and 9th start. He has 1 complete game. Heller has pitched 43 innings. He's allowed 43 hits, 34 runs, but only 24 of them earned. He has walked 31 men and struck out 35. The first man that Heller will face, left fielder Isaiah Bryant, who comes in hitting .209 on the season, no homers, 8 runs driven in. Hello to Johnny Gammett, the sports information director of Bob Jones. He and I always have tremendous communication before our teams hook up in any kind of an athletic contest. Hello, Johnny. I hope you're watching. I know you enjoyed last night's win, but the Eagles are looking to take at least 1, if not 2, here this afternoon. Heller's first pitch is a fastball that misses up and in, and this ball game is underway. Brandt last night 1 for 4 with a run scored. Again, in case you missed it, Bob Jones won it 7-3, got 4 runs in the 7th, added an insurance run in the 9th. There's a looper that's going to go foul down the right side to even the count at a ball and a strike. This is the first season of Bob Jones University Bruins baseball. That was announced in 2018, and the head coach is Mr. Brant Castile, a graduate of Bob Jones University from 1992, and he has 30 years of coaching experience. Here's the 1-1 from Heller, and a fastball is up and in. Coach Castile was a minor league player in the Chicago Cubs organization, played alongside Hall of Famer Greg Maddux, also played with Joe Girardi, Jamie Moyer, and Mark Grace in the Cubs system. That is some good, hefty company for Coach Castile. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and we'll give you some more tidbits that Johnny Gammett shared with me, and we'll do that little by little throughout the ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heller from the stretch delivers and misses upstairs, and the count is full. Brent will take the walk if given to him. He has walked 8 times. He is 18 for 86 officially on the season, a couple of doubles, and I believe time was called, so that is not a pitch. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Go through the defensive alignment for the Eagles in just a moment. Heller getting ready for the payoff pitch. And ball 4 misses downstairs, so the leadoff hitter is aboard. A good start to the inning for the Bruins. Colby Kennedy is in left field, Parker Laffrey in center. E.J. Alvarez plays right. Noah Harder is at third base. We'll see him pitch and play first base as well. The shortstop is Elvin Granado. Mark Rogers at second base. Will Van Sickle at first. Ryan Ongst doing the catching. And on the mound, Ryan Heller. We'll have a runner at first, nobody out, and a good lead off the bag by Isaiah Brandt. And And the first pitch, runner not going, swung on and missed. This is Conley Burke, the shortstop. Got that save on the mound last night. He's hitting .230, no homers, and 11 runs driven in. No balls and a strike. Runner's going. There's a ground ball. Booted by Harder. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. And the Bruins have 2 on with nobody out. Ball took a hop on Harder, but a play he'll tell you he should have made. And the Bruins in business, 2 on, nobody out. Would have been a tough play at second with Brandt on the move. Eagles get nobody, and now Riley Ramsey is at the plate. .233, no homers, 11 runs driven in for Ramsey. Heller checks the runners, now delivers his first pitch. Ground ball towards second, could be 2. The relay, though, will not be made. They got a runner around third, and the throw is a little bit late. Well, the Eagles do get the lead runner. Burke out for 6, 1 away. Ramsey aboard with the fielder's choice, and Isaiah Brandt at third. Zach Burke, the right fielder. Big opportunity for him to get the Bruins on the board. Bob Jones scored first last night, got a run in that first inning of the ball game. Trinity came back with 2 in the bottom half. The game was then tied 2-2. Eagles took a 3-2 lead, and then the 4-run 7th for the Bruins, and 1 more in the 9th. Heller's first pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. Zach Burke hitting .269, no homers, 9 RBIs. Middle infielders playing double play depth. Harder just behind the bag at third. Heller steps off, no balls and a strike. He'd like to get another ground ball that we just saw hit right at one of the infielders and a chance to turn 2 and get out of this inning. 2 on, 1 out. Brandt at third, Ramsey at first. And the 0-1 is fouled off, and Heller's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Eagles softball played in the NCCAA South Region Championship yesterday. Put up 2 terrific battles against Carolina University. Unfortunately for us, though, the Bruins of Carolina University came out with 6-5 and 3-1 wins. They are the South Region champions. Runners going, the pitch is low, and there will be no throw. That's a stolen base for Ramsey, taking away the double play possibility, at least on a routine ground ball. Count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Just to make sure, Onks puts on the tag in case the umpire might have thought the ball hit the ground. And there are 2 away. Now Heller has a good chance to get out of the inning without a run scoring. But he has 2 men in scoring position. And the pitcher/DH, Daniel Barcena, is at the plate. He's hitting .221, no homers, 8 runs driven in. A chance to put himself in the lead if he can get 1, maybe 2 runs home. 2 outs, first base is open. Heller's first pitch to Barcena is a high chopper up the middle. Granado fields, throws to first in time, a little bit low, but Van Sickle reaches down and makes the play. So good job by Heller to bounce back after the first 2 men reached. He got a ground ball, a strikeout, and that high chopper. After a half inning of play, we have no score, so we'll take this moment, let you know a little bit more about Bob Jones baseball, again in its first season right now. Since the announcement in 2018, Bob Jones has been fundraising and building the program under the direction of Coach Brent Castile. These are all notes that Johnny Gammett, the SID, gave me a couple of days ago. They play their home games at the old Greenville Braves Stadium, the AA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. Chipper Jones, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and many more famous Braves played on that field. That's when they were in the minors. That stadium actually still holds minor league records for most attendance in a single season. A few more notes that we'll get to little by little. Here's a batting order for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. A shortstop, Elvin Granado, will lead things off. He just made that really nice play to end the inning. Center fielder Parker Laffery will bat second. Batting third is the second baseman Mark Rogers. Cleanup hitter at first base, Will Van Sickle. Third baseman Noah Harder will bat fifth. E.J. Alvarez is in right. He's hitting sixth. Ryan Heller, the pitcher/DH, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is the catcher Ryan Angst. And rounding out the batting order in left field will be Colby Kennedy. Daniel Barcena, no wins, one loss on the season. ERA can be a little bit deceptive in limited action. It's 13.50. Barcena, though, is making only his fifth appearance overall and second start. 14 innings pitched, and all it takes with limited action is one bad outing to pump up that ERA. Otherwise, he's looked pretty good. 20 hits overall, 23 runs, 21 of them earned. He has walked 17, and that could be a problem in limited action. He has struck out 12 in 14 innings, though. That's a very good total. So he's going to face Granado, Lafferty, and Rogers to get things started. Of course, you know all about the win for the Bruins last night. When Trinity Baptist went up to Greenville, they won all three games by scores of 11-3, 14-6, and 12-9, and that was in the midst of a stretch where Trinity Baptist was putting double-digit runs on the board every game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, including wins over Voorhees College and Florida National University during that stretch. The Eagles at that point had won 11 of 12. They've scuffled a little bit of late. Lost to NAIA Edward Waters College 3 straight last weekend, and now with that loss to Bob Jones, Eagles looking to get back in the win column. That loss coming last night. We're playing 2 this afternoon. Second game is scheduled to begin at 3, but obviously that depends on how long game number 1 lasts. And the Eagles are about to send up their first hitter of the afternoon. Shortstop Elvin Granado will lead things off for Trinity Baptist College. He is hitting .375. No homers, 22 runs driven in. Very patient man at the plate. He'll take the walk if given, and he's been a really good leadoff hitter for Coach John Copeland. Coach Copeland is Trinity Baptist's Coach of the Year for the 2021 academic athletic year. Here's a first pitch from Barcena, and that one misses out of the zone, bounces in the left-handed batter's box. Coach Copeland, in his 7th season, he's been the only coach for the TBC Eagles, who are playing their 7th season of baseball. Coach Copeland is from Biola University, and his assistant and pitching coach is Mr. Jordan Broden in his first season as a coach. Ball 2 misses inside, and Granado ahead in the count. Coach Broden pitched 4 years here at TBC under John Copeland, and he is a graduate of Trinity Baptist College. That came 1 year ago. 2 balls, no strikes. Barcena works from the stretch and delivers and misses low for ball 3. Eagles have no seniors on this year's roster. Bob Jones has 5, and they had their senior ceremony. That trip that Trinity made up there 2 weeks ago was their final home series. So they've had their senior day, and here's a 3-0 from Barcena. Ball 4. Granado, very patient at the plate, draws the walk just like Brant did to start the game for Bob Jones. Eagles have a runner at first with nobody out for Parker Lafferty. Bruins honored their team manager. I forget his name offhand, but that was great to see, giving credit to a gentleman who does a whole lot of work that most people never even hear about. Parker Lafferty at the plate with a runner at first, nobody out. Barcena takes a long look and delivers, and this one misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lafferty is at .297, no homers, 17 RBIs. Granado is 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts. He has a really good lead off first, but 5 straight misses. He takes a bluff, and there's a first strike thrown by Barcena, and a good take from Lafferty after 5 balls. 1 ball, 1 strike. Isaiah Brandt is in left, Riley Ramsey, the center fielder, and Zach Burke in right. Give you the infield in just a moment. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch misses in the dirt and gets away, and Granado will take off towards second base. And that will be a wild pitch charged to Daniel Barcena. Third baseman for the Bruins, Ramel Acosta. Cheo Arias, the shortstop. Adrian Lasval is playing second base. Here is the 2-1 and the pitch chopped towards third. Look the runner back and a throw in the dirt. But they're going to say that he held on to the ball, and that is the out. Losval is playing first base. I had written something down wrong. Well, there's one out with a runner at second. Mark Rogers at the plate. And Barcena's pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Rogers hitting .340, 1 homer, 34 runs driven in. He's the leader in the RBI category for Trinity Baptist. Grano did take third when that ball got away, and that's going to be an error on the first baseman. But they did get the out at first, and that ball almost hit Rogers up and in. So the count even at a ball and a strike. So it's Conley Burke at short, Cheo Arias at second, and Losval at first. That one again misses up and in, so Rogers ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. So there's a runner at third, 1 out. The leadoff walk, advanced on a wild pitch, advanced to third on a drop ball at first. Here's a 2-1, and that one caught the outside corner, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barcena now trying to work from behind in the count and get this out without the runner scoring. Good opportunity for Lafferty, 1 out. Barcena from the stretch delivers. There's a line drive in the left. Should at least score the run. It's down for a hit. Rogers has himself an RBI single, and Trinity Baptist gets the first run of the ball game. And you can easily hear the Eagles in the dugout cheering their teammates on the field as Lafferty drives in the run. 1B7, that goes in the book. Granado scores. That will be an earned run because most likely he scores on the base hit from second base anyway. So count that as an earned run charged to Barcena. First hit for the Eagles. Will Van Sickle at the plate. That one nearly got away from French, but he made a nice play reaching up high. So 1 ball, no strikes. Van Sickle looking to at least advance the runner. Here's the 1-0, and he takes ball 2 upstairs. Will Van Sickle is hitting .280. No homers, 24 RBIs. Lafferty 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. That's Rogers at first. And a pitch. Got the knees for strike 1. Rogers nothing out of 1 in his steal attempts, but he has a really good lead off first base. Throw over to first. Barcena didn't really put a whole lot on that one, just more of an I know you're there kind of move. Did not phase Rogers one bit. He's gotten an extra half step. 1 out, runner at first. The 2-1 instead to throw over, and this one is a much closer play, and Rogers got in behind the tag, and let's see if that shortens up the lead or not. No, it doesn't. He's right back where he was a moment ago. He doesn't run a whole lot, but he can run well. 2 balls and a strike. Van Sickle digs in. Barcena delivers. There's a ground line drive, actually, and caught just above the ground, and Rogers thought that one was on the ground, took off, and unable to get back in time, and a hard hit line drive caught for the double play. The Eagles get a hit, a walk, and a run, and they go to the top of the second, 1-0 Eagles. TBC got a run in the bottom of the first, and the Eagles lead 1-0. And hitters 6, 7, and 8 are due up for Bob Jones. That's Rommel Acosta, Adrian Lasval, and Cheo Arias. Ryan Heller walked the leadoff man, but did not allow a run to score. He actually had the first two men on base, and they got to second and third, but could not push across that run. Rommel Acosta will lead things off for Bob Jones. He's hitting .273, 2 homers, one of them against the Eagles, and 12 total runs driven in. So Heller will go to work with 1 inning under his belt. And Heller ready for his first pitch. Rommel Acosta steps into the box. And the first pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Absolutely gorgeous Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Partly cloudy, mostly sunny skies, and we are in the 70s. The 1-0 is fouled off, and there's hardly any wind blowing at all. When it does blow, it's going out towards right, maximum of about 10 miles per hour, but that's been very sparingly, at least since we've gotten here at about 11 this morning. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Good breaking ball from Heller. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not sure if Acosta was in disagreement with the call or disagreement with himself for not putting a bat on it. That was a great pitch. Heller ready for the 1-2. Ground ball towards third. Gets by Harder. The throw from Rogers is not in time. That is an infield single for Acosta. Rogers had to go a long way to field it and try to make that throw. So 1v6 goes in the book. And a runner at first with nobody out for the second straight inning. Brings up Adrian Lasval. Had the inside the park home run last night. His first homer of the season, 206. And he's driven in 4. 2 for 4 overall in last night's game. Runner at first and a pitch. There's a bouncing ball towards second. Rogers will get the out at second. Relay throw in time. Double play. Boy, that was a slow developing play. I was not sure they had a chance at first base, but a great arm from Elvin Granado. That's a 4-6-3 DP. 2 outs and it empties the bases. And again, a terrific throw from Elvin Granado. Cheo Arias at the plate, 0 for 3 last night. And on the season at .215, no homers and 8 RBIs. And the pitch, this one missed up and in. Right off the bat, I thought they might even have to go to first and not have a chance at even the force out at second. But a 6-4-3 and a great defensive play for the Eagles infield. The 1-0 from Heller is popped foul and out of play to the right side. So the count even at a ball and a strike. And Dean, our cameraman, got a little miffed at me when I was trying to correct the defense, and I asked who's on second, and he said no, who's on first. I didn't hear it, and he let me know about missing his terrific joke, actually. There's a line drive base hit by Arias into left field, and he's aboard with 2 outs. That's a second hit of the inning. But the double play erased the first hit, and here's a number 9 man, Bryson French. Bryson French did not play in last night's ball game. He's doing the catching here in game number 1. He's hitting .150 with 6 RBIs. Runner at first, 2 outs. Heller's first pitch misses outside. Arias is 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts, and he has a good lead to throw to first. Gets away from Van Sickle. Heller might have had him because he was leaning, and that's going to allow him to go all the way to third. The throw is a little bit off the mark, or that might have gotten him, and that's going to be a two-base error charged to the pitcher. Boy, Van Sickle made a good throw, but took Harder just far enough off the base path that Harder was unable to get the tag, and Arias is at third with 2 outs. French now a chance to tie the game with that runner at third, but there are 2 away. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. Heller had Arias leaning the wrong way, and if he puts that on the mark, TBC may be grabbing some bats at this moment. Ball and a strike, and the pitch. Good curveball, but breaks a little late and stays inside. Well, Heller got out of a jam in the first. Has that runner on third. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It looked like French helped him out, chasing one down in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Eagles have committed 2 errors already. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heller delivers and misses low for ball 3. Want to get French here because the top of the order is due up next. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming. And the pitch from Heller. Little chopper towards second. Rogers will make the easy play to first to retire the side. So Heller makes another good pitch when he really needed to and gets the bouncer to end the inning. A 2-out single and a runner left at third. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Eagles. Bottom of the second, Noah Harder, E.J. Alvarez, and Ryan Heller are the scheduled hitters for Trinity Baptist, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. The Bob Jones team is currently made up of players who came in this year to BJU, several who are already here as students, according to Mr. Gammett. Some of the upperclassmen, the juniors and seniors, hadn't played organized baseball since their high school days. For some of them, that was 4 to 5 years ago. So in their first season, they are 5-23, 5-17 against NCCAA teams. But with the athletics program that Bob Jones University puts on the court and on the field every year, expect this team to start winning a whole lot of ball games very, very soon. Trinity Baptist comes into today's play at 13-19, 3-1 against NCCAA South Region teams. Noah Harder will lead off the bottom of the second. He's the third baseman and the number 5 hitter in the batting order. Harder last night, 2 for 5, a 2-run single in the first. Ready for his first pitch. Barcena delivers, and it's taken up and away for ball 1. Harder's hitting .361, now with 26 runs batted in. He's also drawn 9 walks. Ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. This is a good sinker from Barcena, and this one's fouled off. So a count of even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Barcena ready and takes a long look, now delivers. Swing and a miss, and a good lively fastball in the outer half of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Another long look by Barcena. Now ready, the 1-2. There's a line drive. Well hit towards left center field. That is on the ground. Harder will round first and put on the brakes. He took a big turn, but Ramsey got to the ball quickly and kept Harder to a leadoff single. Good piece of hitting after falling down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second hit for the Eagles, and it brings up right fielder E.J. Alvarez. He was 2 for 5 last night. On the season, Alvarez is now hitting .333, 1 homer, 15 runs driven in. Harder with a modest lead off first, and this pitch is in the dirt. He has not tried to steal a base at all this season. Eagles do have a lot of speed. They don't steal often, but they usually pick some good spots with great success. As a team, they're 14 for 17 trying to steal bases. The 1-0, line drive down to left field line, but that's going to be caught. Brandt had him played perfectly, just 2 steps to his right, and that is out number 1. Alvarez hit the ball as hard as we've seen so far today, but unfortunately for him and the Eagles, that was right at the left fielder. And Brandt made the play with ease, and here's Ryan Heller, the pitcher/DH. 385, 4 homers, 29 RBIs. Last night, Heller was 2 for 5. Runner at first, 1 out, the leadoff single from Noah Harder. And a line drive hard into left, but caught. And this one in the dirt, and a really nice block by French. Got his body in front of the ball, leaned forward, and knocked it straight down. So any young catchers watching out there, that's exactly what you do with that ball in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Eagles hit the ball pretty well all night long. They had a lot of atom balls like you just saw. That one caught the inside corner to even the count at 1-1. TBC had 13 base hits. Bob Jones had 11. So both teams swung the bats really well last night. The 1-1 with 1 out and the runner at first. And the pitch. Good curveball. Heller let that one go, and it's 1-2. Heller looking for the fastball on that one apparently, and now down in the count. Usually does put the ball in play, but he's behind 1-2. Only 11 strikeouts on the season. And Barcena delivers and misses low, and this one is knocked down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind is now blowing out towards right center field. It's been off and on since we've gotten here earlier this morning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heller digs in, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball that dropped out of sight, and that is out number 2. First strikeout for Daniel Barcena, and it came at a good time. Now 2 outs, and that leadoff single is still at first base, and catcher Ryan Ongst heads to the plate. Ongst is hitting .268, no homers, 11 runs driven in. 15 for 56 on the season. He's also walked 10 times. Eagles have 7 players with double digits in walks at the plate. And he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. A lot of room in right center for the left-handed hitter. Zach Burke playing the hitter to pull in right field. 2 outs, Harder at first. And the pitch, a breaking ball that misses for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Ongst looking to keep the inning going for Colby Kennedy. Here's the 2-0, and he took that one right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike. Kennedy just returned to action recently. He missed most of the season due to injury, but since he's been in the lineup, he has done a great job. Average says only 250, but he's hit the ball hard most every time up. Here's a 2-1, and this one outside for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Honks looking for a good fastball to hit, and ball 4 puts runners at first and second, but there are 2 outs. So Colby Kennedy walks up to the plate hitting at 250. He is 5 for 20 on the season, 3 runs driven in. That's the first walk issued by Barcena, and it comes with 2 outs. Dylan Owens will be the courtesy runner for the catcher. He'll take over at first base. Owens with good speed. Harder at second. Owens at first, taking over for Ongst, who drew the 2-out walk. Colby Kennedy at the plate, chance to extend a current 1-run lead. Pitch on the way, and a high fly ball, pretty well hit, but he got under it, but that one's going away from the center fielder Ramsey, who stays with it, makes the one-handed catch on the dead sprint, and that saved 2 runs from scoring. And just as we said a moment ago, Kennedy hitting the ball very well, but a terrific catch out there in right center by Riley Ramsey. The leadoff single and a 2-out walk, no runs, 2 men left. After 2, Trinity Baptist leads 1-0. One nothing Eagles after 2 full innings of play. Mark Rogers, the RBI single in the first that scored Elvin Granado. Ryan Heller has pitched 2 innings. He's allowed 3 hits and a walk. The Eagles have committed 2 errors, but Heller has made some good pitches to get out of it so far without a run scoring. A fantastic running catch by Riley Ramsey in right center kept Trinity Baptist from scoring 2 more on that drive from Colby Kennedy. And who knows what could have happened afterward. Top of the order for the Bruins, Isaiah Brandt. No official at-bat. He started the game with a walk. First pitch from Heller, swung on and missed, and Brandt just lunged for that one. Came up empty. Quote from Johnny Gammon of Bob Jones University: "We have met a lot of expectations for a first-year program. With the exception of a handful of games, we've really held our own against some stronger and much more experienced competition." This one is fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. Bruins have a 20-man roster, 5 of them pitchers. So Johnny says the guys often have to do a whole lot more than they were originally expecting to do. Several had to change positions and just start learning how to pitch throughout this season. No balls, 2 strikes, and a high pop foul, and this one is out of play, and the count remains 0-2. In the coming years, Johnny says the Bruins hope to continue to build the program and do so in the right way. And as I said a few minutes ago, Bob Jones always puts great competition in every sport, so expect this team to start winning a lot of ball games, if not next year, very soon after. Here's the 0-2 and a line drive into center field. That is a base hit. Brant will round first. He's going to take a big turn and then thought about trying to go for second, but he is content with a leadoff single. Really the first hard hit ball off Heller, and that is hit number 4. Had an infield single. Actually, that's hit number 3. Infield single and a base hit into left, but that one really hit well. Conley Burke reached on an error in the first. He's 0 for 1. For the second time in a row, Isaiah Brandt starts the inning getting on base. And the pitch is lofted into shallow right field. Alvarez has a very easy play. And he also had his momentum going straight toward the first base bag. He took a look just in case Brandt strayed a little too far off. Riley Ramsey reached on a fielder's choice, stole second base, and was left there. So he's 0 for 1. 2 for 5 in last night's game. Runner at first, 1 out. And the runner's on the move. Throw down to second is on the wrong side of the bag into center field, but Brandt will stop right there. Parker Lafferty doing his job backing up the throw. That will be a stolen base for Brandt. Isaiah Brandt now perfect in 12 stolen base attempts on the season. RBI opportunity now for Ramsey. He's driven in 11, and the pitch, this one misses a little bit low. It's 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch on the steal was called high. Heller asking where that ball might have missed, gets his answer. Two balls, no strikes. Good speed at second base for the Bruins, representing the potential tying run. Swing and a miss. 2 7-inning ball games here this afternoon, and we are in inning number 3 of game number 1. Eagles infield will play back. They'll trade a base to get the out. Here's a 2-1 from Heller, and a chopper towards third. Harder will field, throw to first in time. And that ball hit in front of the runner, so Brandt could not even try to advance, and the Eagles get out number 2. Ryan Heller busted over towards third base. Sometimes players might think, the ball's not hit to me, I have nothing to do. That is not the case. Ryan Heller recognized an open third base and made his move just in case there was a throw coming from Van Sickle at first. So good job, Heller. Lafferty did his job on the overthrow, backed it up, and 2 reasons why Brandt is still at second. 2 outs. Zach Burke at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time up. And this one in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Ryan August. 1 ball, no strikes. Heller takes a long look in. Wide open on the right side with Rogers covering the bag. Now the 1-0, but time called, and that one won't count. Go ahead and finish the pitch if the catcher is ready, because trying to stop yourself midstream, that's a good way to hurt yourself. So Ryan just slowed down a little and made the toss to keep his body moving. The 1-0, and a fastball misses up and in. Bruins have really nice light gold colored jerseys with the navy blue sleeves. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And a pitch from Heller, a breaking ball. Runner goes for third, and the throw is in the dirt a little bit late. Brandt, a little delay on the steal, and he's in there with the stolen base. That's his second of the inning and 13th of the season. He has not been thrown out. Not been thrown out the entire season, that is. Heller has twice left runner at third base, once runner at second and third, and a 3-0, and this is ball 4. Not the worst thing. Gets to start a fresh new count with Daniel Barcena. Barcena 0 for 1. Bounced out to short. That ended the first inning, and Coach brought in wants to have a chat with Heller and the Eagles defense. Inning started with a good hard line drive single in the left from Brandt. He stole second. Fly ball to right. Ground ball to third. Another stolen base and then a walk. That's the inning summary so far. Barcena will come to the plate following the conference with runners at first and third, 2 outs. The South Region Tournament, Eagles will participate May 10th through the 12th at Toccoa Falls College. That is in North Georgia, Toccoa, Georgia to be exact. And Bob Jones is going to the NCCAA NDAG Regional Tournament in Springdale, Arizona, also beginning on May 10th. Barcena came in hitting .221 with 8 RBIs. Now the first and third signs coming from the dugout. Catcher Ryan Ongst relays them to the infield. Burke at first, 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. The first pitch is low for ball 1. Brandt at third. Zach Burke, he's at first. Barcena looking to at least tie the score. Here's the 1-0. And Heller might have gotten a break on that call, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. And a changeup misses inside. So Barcena now ahead in the count, 2-1. Barcena has drawn 13 walks, so he's a patient hitter at the plate also. He fouls this one off, and the count is even at 2-2. So an on-base percentage of .344. Zach Burke just drew that walk. He's on base at 44% of the time, .438 if you want to be more specific. He just drew his 17th walk of the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, and the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Rogers will field, make the easy play to first, and once again, Ryan Heller gets out of the inning, and he leaves 2 men stranded. Bruins get runners at the corners but do not score. We go to the bottom of the third. Eagles lead it 1-0. Top of the order, due up for the TBC Eagles, Elvin Granado, Parker Laffrey, and Mark Rogers. We are starting the bottom of the third, game 1 of a Saturday afternoon twin bill. Bob Jones won last night 7-3. Eagles looking to even up the series here in Game 1. The Marlins and Nationals are warming up. They're getting ready to begin, as are the Tigers and the Yankees. A little later in the afternoon, Kansas City with the best record in the majors, and nobody really hears about that. They're at the Twins. Cubs at the Reds later in the afternoon. Indians at White Sox. Orioles at Athletics. Astros at Rays. Then the night games we'll tell you about in a minute. Elvin Granado walked, advanced to second on a wild pitch, ended up scoring on the base hit from Mark Rogers. That's the scoring summary, and all that happened in the first inning. 1-0 Eagles. Barcena ready for the first pitch of the bottom of the third. And it is lifted high into left, and that should be an easy play. Two men giving chase and making the catch as that ball just continued to tail was Isaiah Brandt. I didn't think it was going out that far, but it just carried, and Brandt did a good job staying with it, and he's looking up into a very sunny sky right now. Not as easy as it looked. So 1 out. Parker Lafferty at the plate, 0 for 1, a ground ball to third, his first time up. And the first pitch is up and in for ball 1. Mets are in Philadelphia, St. Louis at Pittsburgh, Red Sox at Texas. 1 ball, no strikes to Lafferty, and this one slipped out of the pitcher's hand, and it's 2-0. Dodgers have been struggling. They're in Milwaukee tonight. Atlanta at Toronto in Florida. That game's being played. Colorado at Arizona. And the pitch, this one is low. 3 balls, no strikes. Giants are at the Padres, and the Angels are in Seattle tonight. 3 balls, no strikes. Lafferty trying to get on base with 1 out. And Barcena pitches, ball 4 upstairs, and Lafferty has drawn the walk. That's walk number 17 for Parker Lafferty on the season. Barcena just put his second free pass aboard, and it brings up Mark Rogers, whose RBI single in the first. That's the difference in the game, the only score of the game. Lafferty at first. 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Barcena, if he had put a little more on that throw, might have had a chance because Lafferty was leaning the wrong way. No count. Barcena from the stretch. And another throw to first, and that one nearly got away. Lastfall had to reach and step over Lafferty, and he was fortunate to come up with that throw that almost allowed Lafferty to get at least second, possibly third. Still no count on Rogers. First pitch, Lafferty's going. It's inside. The throw down is late. Parker Lafferty with the stolen base. He is now 5 for 5 on the season, and he's in scoring position with 1 out. Rogers now a good chance to add an extra run. Eagles lead 1-0. Bruins have played very solid defense. No errors and a couple of good catches, especially in the outfield. This one misses inside, and Rogers ahead 2-0. No indication of Game 2's starting pitchers as of yet. Usually that comes to us between games. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Rogers put a big rip on it and fouled that one right back into the catcher. If he squares that one up, who knows what could have happened, because he got a vicious swing on it. Count of 2-1. Cleanup hitter on deck is Will Van Sickle. Barcena delivers and misses in the dirt, and another really nice block from French. Three balls and a strike, one out. Rogers now looking for a pitch he can get a good swing on. And here's a 3-1 and a high pop-up over toward the right side. That's going to be caught by the second baseman for out number 2. Arias again had to look up into that high blue sky, has the dark sunglasses on, and made the catch for out number 2. Missed opportunity for Rogers. Had a pitch he could handle and got under it and popped it up. Van Sickle lined into the 4-3 double play to end the first inning. That ball, I thought, had hit the ground right in front of Arias, but he caught it in the air and doubled off Rogers, who was on first. And Van Sickle takes the first pitch on the outside corner. He came in hitting .280 with 24 RBIs. No balls and a strike. Left-hand hitter right here in Jacksonville, Paxson High School. And the 0-1. Line drive hard but foul. Got out in front of that one. And he's down 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Barcena ready, the 0-2. This one is grounded right back to the box. And the freshman from Cape Coral, Florida, gets out of the inning. A 1-out walk and a stolen base, nothing else for the Eagles. And after 3, it's 1-0 Trinity Baptist leading. Six, 7, and 8 due up for Bob Jones in the top of the 4th. Ramel Acosta, Adrian Lasval, and Cheo Arias. 1-0 Trinity Baptist leads. That run coming in the first. Acosta led off the second with a base hit, so he is 1 for 1. He was then erased on a double play. Ryan Heller, 3 scoreless innings so far. 3 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. But he has made good pitches when he needed to most. Heller ready with his first pitch of the 4th, and this is chopped towards third. Harder, Fields, throws on target and in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Great start for Ryan Heller. Adrian Lasval hit into the 4-6-3 double play. He is 0 for 1. Lasval, a freshman from Fort Lee, New Jersey, majoring in criminal justice, takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Heller on the mound, a junior from Sarasota, Florida, went to Sarasota Military Academy. The 0-1 is low for ball 1. One ball, one strike, one out, bases empty. Bruins batting in the top of the fourth, trailing 1-0. 0-3-0 for Bob Jones. 1-2-2 for the Eagles. 2 balls and a strike. Heller takes a long look and delivers, and there's a high bouncer towards second. Rogers will flip underhanded to first in time for the out. So 2 quick outs for Ryan Heller, and it brings up Cheo Arias. Bases empty. He's 1 for 1, got himself a base hit in the second, and was left stranded at third. Heller has made just 5 pitches so far in this inning, and the first one to Arias got away from him. Outfield straight away in all 3 positions, not too deep. Infielders back, giving themselves a chance to get the ball and get the out at first. Heller has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. Good chance to do so now. But 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch on the inner for strike 1. So the count even at 1-1. Heller ready and delivers, and that one looked like it slipped out of his hands. Bounces in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Heller takes a long look in, down in the count, 2-1. Batter calls time, everybody now ready. And here's a 2-1 from Heller, and he misses outside. Final games of the season for both these teams, and then both will get ready to the NCCAA region tournaments as we described a little while ago. Here's a 3-1, swung on and missed, and the count is full. Two outs, bases empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Arias helped him out. Chased one up and out of the zone. Out number 3. And Ryan Heller has his first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon. We've played 3.5, and the Eagles lead 1-0. Daniel Barcena has looked sharp through 3 innings. He's allowed just 2 hits, 1 earned run. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. Bruins, if they win this game, will win the series. They took last night's ball game 7-3. Henry Wallach got his first win of the season. He allowed just 3 earned runs in 7 innings pitched. The Eagles got 11 hits off him, but Bob Jones made some good defensive plays when they really needed to. Wallach walked 1 and struck out 1. Had a little bit of control issue as he hit 3 batters, but again, made pitches and got defense behind him as Bob Jones won last night's ball game. So Trinity Baptist looking to even up the series with the win in game number 1. They lead 1-0 as Noah Harder steps up. He's a number 5 hitter, followed by E.J. Alvarez and Ryan Heller, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Barcena getting ready for his first pitch of the 4th. Freshman from, and pitch will tell you in a moment, misses upstairs. Freshman from Cape Coral, Florida, plans to major in kinesiology. Also does some catching and plays the middle infield positions. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one misses up and away. Harder is 1 for 1, a leadoff single in the 2nd. He got to second base, but no further. Ahead in the count, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch misses low and inside. Will Van Sickle had a nice outing for the Eagles last night also. 6 1/3, just 2 earned runs on 7 hits. 3 balls, no strikes to Harder. And he was taking all the way, and that one missed up and in, and the Eagles get a leadoff base runner. That's the 3rd time in 4 leadoff men reaching first base. So Harder is aboard. That is walk number 3 issued by Barcena. And it brings up Alvarez, who lined very, very hard into left. He's 0 for 1. Has a runner at first, no outs. Harder getting a little bit bigger lead than he got his last time on base. And Alvarez takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. One ball, no strikes. Or check that, no balls, 1 strike. A lot of room down the right field line for Alvarez. He'll go the other way. Squares around, shows bunt, drops it down. Barcena has only 1 play. He did look towards second, got the out at first. And a sacrifice bunt for E.J. Alvarez. 1 out, Noah Harder in scoring position. Ryan Heller at the plate, a strikeout victim his first time up. He's number 2 on the team in RBIs with 29. He's been a tremendous 2-way player for Coach Copeland, especially this season. He has pitched well, he has hit well. Runner at second, and the first pitch to Heller off the fists. Might have a chance to drop, but that one is going to be caught on the run and on the dive. Riley Ramsey makes yet another terrific play in the outfield. That robbed Heller of a base hit. There are 2 outs. That ball ticketed for a base hit. Harder probably wouldn't have had a chance even to advance. But Riley Ramsey, he ran one down in right center off Colby Kennedy's long drive, and he ranges far in, makes the diving catch. 2 outs. Harder still at second. Ongst at the plate. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses low and outside. No official at bat for Ryan Ongst. He drew a walk in the 2nd. One ball, no strikes. Ongst came in hitting .268. He's driven in 11, and the pitch low and inside, and he's ahead 2-0. Both Ramsey and Brent, center and left respectively, have really played solid outfield for the Bruins. Here's a 2-0. And Onks took that one on the inner half for a strike. Count of 2-1. Leadoff walk, sac bunt, and the diving catch in center. So 2 outs. Harder with a lead off second base, and the 2-1 pitch is outside. That one broke around the plate, and Onks in the driver's seat at 3-1. Barcena checks the runner, delivers a 3-1. And there's a ground ball to short. That should be an easy play to throw to first in plenty of time. Conley Burke gets the out to end the inning. That diving catch in center field. Sacrifice bunt and the ground ball to short. After 4, it's 1-0 Eagles. We have a pitcher's duel brewing in game number 1 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Ryan Heller against Daniel Barcena. Both pitchers have gotten some defensive help, especially Barcena from his outfielders. Heller has gone 4 innings, just 3 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. And Barcena, 4 innings himself, only 2 hits, but he has walked 3 and struck out 1. It's 1-0 TBC as we start the top of the 5th. 9, 1, and 2 are due up. Bryson French, Isaiah Brandt, and Conley Burke. Well, we told you that Burke got the save last night. He did that with 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, and a strikeout. Got the Eagles out in order 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 9th, and he saved it for Henry Wallach. So Burke, that's his first save of the season. Bryson French is 0 for 1, grounded to the second baseman his first time up. Eagles have committed 2 errors, but they haven't hurt. Heller's first pitch is a strike. What they did do, though, is force Heller to throw more pitches. And let's hope that doesn't affect Ryan as he gets deeper into the ball game. No balls and a strike. There's a ground ball towards second, routine for Rogers. A pump and a throw, and that's the first out. So 1 out very quickly for Heller, and here's Isaiah Brandt. He's been on base both times so far, a walk and a single, and into third after that base hit, he stole both second and third. So Heller wants to keep this man off the base paths. Hardly any wind blowing whatsoever. Here's a first pitch from Heller, a good breaking ball that drops in the zone. Not the pitch Brandt wanted. No balls and a strike. And the 0-1 on the way is foul tipped, and it's 0-2. So now Brandt will have to try to protect the zone. He can run. He gets the ball on the ground. It should be interesting. Heller ready to deliver the 0-2. Little slide step and a bouncer towards second. Rogers will charge, throw to first. Very close play as Brandt hustled, and we told you he can run, and he did that time. That's out number 2, but it was much closer than we might have thought right off the bat. So Heller doesn't have to worry about Brandt running the bases this time around. 2 outs, bases empty for Conley Burke. 6 in a row retired from Ryan Heller. 2 outs, bases empty. Burke at the plate, and a hot smash into left field. That's a 2-out single. Second time that Burke has been on base, got on via the error in the first. But officially now 1 for 3. That is only the 4th hit allowed by Heller, but that one was hit very sharply. Riley Ramsey is 0 for 2, but he did steal a base in the first. Got on via the fielder's choice. Ground ball, the 3rd, his last time up. Runner at first, 2 men out. And Heller delivers a slide step and a strike called. Riley 3 for 3 in stolen base opportunities. And in a 7-inning game, the 5th inning is getting late, so there he goes. Onks with the throw, right on target, and the out recorded, and that ends the inning. Perfect throw from Onks. And Heller faces the minimum. He did allow a hit, but nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles lead 1-0. Daniel Barcena getting ready for inning number 5. 4 innings pitched, just 2 hits, 1 earned run. He has walked 4 and struck out 1. Eagles have 9, 1 and 2 due up. Colby Kennedy, Elvin Granado, Parker Laffery. Kennedy laced one into right center that would have scored 2 runs if not for the great running catch by Riley Ramsey to end the inning. That came in the 2nd after Trinity Baptist had 2 on. So Kennedy, who has really swung the bat well since rejoining a lineup, at the plate, trying to start off a rally for Trinity Baptist in the bottom of the 5th. 9, 1 and 2, Kennedy, Granado, and Laffery. Once this game ends, we will stop the feed and start up a new one as the gentlemen take the field for game number 2, usually about half an hour after the first one ends. First pitch from Barcena to Kennedy is in the dirt. Barcena is looking very good. He's pitched only 14 innings coming into this game, so let's see how long he's able to go. I do not see anyone throwing in the bullpen. Coach Castile has to really like what he's seen out of his young freshman. Here's the 1-0. High pop fly, shallow center field. 3 men giving chase, and that one is going to be caught. That is a right fielder, Zach Burke, and almost a collision. Ramsey looking to make another great running catch, and I'm looking at Burke out there in right field. That's not a man I want to run into. That's a big young man out there in right field, and that is all muscle. So 1 out, Elvin Granado at the plate. Granado has walked and flied to left. He has scored the game's only run. First pitch up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a line drive. Well hit towards center, but that's going to be an easy play. And Ramsey puts it away for out number 2. Granado got under that one. Hit it well, but if he hits that more on a line, might have a chance. But the way Ramsey's played out there, maybe not. Lafferty is 0 for 1. Last time up, he walked and stole a base. Now I have no view whatsoever of the Eagles bullpen as we're on top of the third base dugout. Here is the pitch and a breaking ball behind the hitter. And every time we see that, Dean and I remember when he was at bat and a pitch exactly like that was called strike 3 one time. 1 ball, no strikes. I am not exaggerating. Here's the 1-0, and that curveball got the inner half. Ball and a strike, 2 outs, bases are empty. Lafferty at the plate. Barcena delivers, and this one is in the dirt. So Lafferty ahead 2-1. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Bob Jones when they come to bat in the 6th. Here is the pitch and a breaking ball low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Long look by Barcena. Now ready. Here's a 3-1, and ball 4 puts Lafferty aboard with 2 outs. Walk number 5 issued by Daniel Barcena. Lafferty already has stolen a base, and with 2 outs, let's see if Coach Copeland wants to try to get that runner in scoring position, because even if he is thrown out, 3, 4, and 5 would be due up in the 6th. Lafferty has himself a good lead off first. He's 5 for 5, including earlier today. He's on the move on the first pitch. It's a strike to throw down, not in time. So Lafferty now 2 for 2 today, 6 for 6 on the season. No balls and a strike. Rogers probably noticed the good jump that Lafferty had and didn't want to take a chance on ruining that stolen base, so he just let it go for strike 1. No balls and a strike and a pitch. Line drive, well hit down to left field line, but it's going to be caught on the dead run once again. This is Isaiah Brandt, and the Bruins flashing gold glove type leather today. That saved a run, and it ends the inning. A walk and a stolen base with 2 outs and another great catch in left field, and the Eagles still lead this one 1-0 after 5. Well, if the Bruins come back and win this one, they're going to have to buy a pizza for the outfielders because those young men have been playing spectacular defense. I'm counting 6 balls caught on either a dive or on the dead sprint off the bat of a TBC Eagle. Riley Ramsey, Zach Burke, and Daniel Barcena are the scheduled hitters. 1-0 Trinity Baptist leads. That only run came in the bottom of the first. Ramsey 0 for 2. He was at the plate when Burke was caught stealing to end the last inning, so he leads off with a fresh count and swings and misses at the first pitch. Fielder's choice and a stolen base in the first, a ground ball to third in the third inning. And a pitch, swing and a miss, and a change of pace from Heller, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Heller usually works quickly with the bases empty, and he does this time, but misses outside. Coach Brent Castile, obviously the first season leading the Bruins, but he has been a coach for over 30 years. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a ground ball into left field, and that is a leadoff single for Ramsey. It's his first hit of the day, number 5 overall for the Bruins. And the Bruins, for the 4th time in 6 attempts, have the leadoff hitter aboard. Zach Burke has struck out and walked, so 0 for 1. Coach Castile, a minor leaguer with the Chicago Cubs back in the 1980s, and the first pitch got the corner at the knees for a strike. Assistant coaches for the Bruins, Mr. Jim Roopball and Mr. Kyle Morrison, and the manager is Mr. Michael Vaughn. And that's going to be a balk as Heller, now the question is, did he step off the mound? And answer is no, so that's going to put Ramsey at second base. Heller for a moment pleaded that he had stepped off the mound first, but the balk is called, and that puts Ramsey at second. Coach Copeland wants to talk to the home plate umpire. If the call stands, it'll be a runner at second with nobody out. So no balls and a strike. Zach Burke waiting to take his hacks. And the balk call will stand. Zero 5-0 for the Bruins, 1-2-2 for the Eagles. Heller has gotten out of a couple of tough situations already today. Right now he has a runner at second with nobody out. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Burke helped him on that one. That one's out of the zone. Well, we've seen Ramsey's speed in the outfield, so he'll be motoring around to try to tie up the game on any base hit that finds the outfield grass. No balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch in the dirt, and Onks made a terrific sliding block. Golden opportunity for the Bruins to get that tying run home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is a big pitch for Heller. Slide step and misses upstairs. Count of 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a breaking ball that stays inside, and that fills the count. Payoff pitch. Rogers holding the runner close, bounces back into position. The 3-2 is ball 4 in the dirt, and that puts 2 men on with nobody out. Walk number 3 allowed by Heller. It does set up a potential double play possibility. Daniel Barcena is 0 for 2. He has bounced to both short and second. Coach Broughton wants to have a chat with his infield and his pitcher. We'll pause here and we'll be right back in just a moment. That's a second charge trip to the mound, so the next one will mean a new pitcher. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Van Sickle at first, Harder at third, playing even with the bags. Middle infielders are playing to turn 2. Left-hand hitting Daniel Barcena at the plate. Chance to potentially tie the game. Here is the first pitch from Heller, and he misses upstairs. I'm assuming there's action in the bullpen, but again, we can't see it. One ball, no strikes. And a line drive into left field. That is a base hit. Kennedy comes up and fires. The ball is cut off, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Barcena hit that one awfully hard, maybe a little bit too hard, and Kennedy came up and fired a strike. Did exactly what he's supposed to do, hit the cutoff man. But a potential big inning brewing now for Bob Jones University as Coach Copeland will make the pitching change, and we'll be back in a minute.